Homo.
What's up? What's up?
We did it.
We did it. This is Bro Homo with Jonathan and Tom. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Tom.
Hey.
This is episode number 28, the first episode of 2026. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Thanks. We're recording this on Monday, January 5th, but I haven't seen you since last year.
I know. It's been too long anyway.
Yeah, we have a bit of a break.
And we did a few New Year's together, and then we didn't do one this year, so it feels even longer. Yeah. But how was? Well, let's do some other stuff first. Because I want to jump right in and ask how your New Year's was, because I haven't heard yet, because we haven't talked at all. But we got to stick to the outline. I want to respect the outline. But yeah, we finished out at 25. We're into 26. Yep. It's and my brain knows it's 2026, but on all the dates I keep writing 1939. Hey, that's just a little joke because things are so crazy right now.
They're so crazy. But we're not talking about politics.
We're not doing politics. That's all good vibes right now. Right. So we don't need to worry about it. Oh, we can talk about it.
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to respect the outline.
Not that there's anything to talk about.
I'm trying to respect the outline. There's
literally nothing going on in the world that's crazy and makes no sense. But
wait, I didn't put "don't talk about politics" in there. For Christmas we said no, good vibes only. We can get back into talking about politics.
No, it's all right. Let's not. Next week we'll go back to saving the world.
Great. People are going to be so excited.
Is that better?
Higher it? Yes.
Higher. Raise it. Raise it.
Yeah, but higher it's good. It should be higher.
Yeah.
What is it my kids? Oh, my kids always say by purpose because it's like by accident, And I was like, it makes sense. It's not right, but it makes sense. If you do something by accident, then you should do it by purpose. Like,
I like that. That's cute.
So yeah, you can hire your mic.
By purpose.
All right, real quick. It's been a minute anyway. The corrections corner, it's pretty clear as far as I know.
We're
just
clear?
A little.
We're in the green.
I think so. I think we're in the green. I think
everything we said is truthful.
Yeah,
and honest.
Snopes came back 100%. Or what? Is it even Snopes anymore? What's the most?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good, good. Phew. But I did a couple of little quick. I grabbed some analytics just to say it out loud because I think it's pretty fun. At the end in all of 2025, we had 5,964 podcast downloads.
Wow.
We had, I know. That's pretty good, right?
Yep.
We had 14,536 YouTube views, which I feel good about. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool, right?
Wow.
So anybody who's watching and listening, thanks for sticking around.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We have some cool countries, obviously a lot of U.S. Canada, you're right up there at the top. So whoever's in Canada right now, I want to say thank you. For this episode, we're still saying good vibes only, no politics. But I hope that it's very clear the two of us have nothing to do with the bullshit going on between us and you right now. We are against all of it. We think we need all Canadians back as allies.
Yes. And
we love that you listen. So thank you. We've also got the Netherlands, South Africa, a bunch of cool spots. We have good listeners, good solid listens. Yeah.
Good stat keeping.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's fun to check in sometimes. Yeah, I like those. I like watching the numbers.
All right, now it's the part of the outline where we can talk about New Year's.
Oh, finally, God, we finally got through that part. All right, tell me yours, because
okay.
Yeah.
Well, first let's talk about Christmas because we haven't talked since Christmas, right?
Great. Yeah, that's true.
We? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. It's this weird time of year where the time makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Someone I follow on Instagram called it Couchella, like Coachella, but on your couch, which it very much is. Yeah. So Christmas was good. Went to my families, to my sisters. My sister made the old Italian Christmas dinner that my mom used to make.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it was very exciting. It was delicious.
Did you make that happen, or was it just happenstance?
I don't think so, because I don't think she's listening to this. Or if she is, she's listeing to it and not telling me she is.
That's okay. Yeah.
But she made it, and it was like homemade lasagna.
Yeah.
With like meats, sausages, and meatballs, and an antipasto. I think my aunt made that. Auntie Donna made that, but it was really good.
That's awesome.
It was a delicious Christmas.
That's great.
And we had a great time. So that was really nice. And then Christmas Day, we were just here. We plowed through Stranger Things on Christmas Day, which was really fun.
Yeah.
But we also watched I have so much culture stuff to tell you that I've been watching. You see the list.
I do. Yeah.
I do want to throw out there that I watched It's a Wonderful Life for the first time in my life. Have you ever seen it?
No. I've seen the USA version 25 years ago. Like, no, like, you know, like when it's on TV, when it's on cable, like when it's like kind of there. They cut it down for time. It's commercials. It's like when it's on cable. You know, it's like when I was a kid, I saw it, but no.
Yeah, I saw the real version. It was so good. I cried my eyes out.
Really?
It's a classic for a reason. Very socialist film though. So I'm so surprised that it's the hit that it is in the United States, but it's really good. It's a beautiful film and worth watching.
That.
Yeah,
I love that.
But we went, as you know, we went to Chicago for New Year's. One of my best friends, Matt, who
shout out Matt
Ladder, who designed our graphics and did our music. DJ'd on New Year's Eve in Chicago, and Naquan and I have never been. So we spent like almost a week there, really like 5 days.
Oh, wow.
And it was great. It was cold.
Yeah.
Kind of
windy
there.
City. It's legit. It's cold.
Snowed a bunch, just like constant snow.
Yeah, really?
A couple
Where'd you guys stay?
We stayed at an Airbnb with Matt and James, his partner, and then the two guys who run Chunk, the party. That's the name of the party. And so there were 6 of us. And that was cute. It was like an old house. And nice. And then we moved to a hotel for the last 2 nights. So it was super fun. We had a really great time. We basically just hit a bunch of the gay bars and gay parties.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Got my hair cut at a very gay establishment by a very hot guy named Jon Snow. He was so hot, and his name was Jon Snow. Yeah. And he set me up good because the guys in Chicago loved me, bro.
Yeah,
dude.
Say more.
I don't know what it is. Like, Chicago might be my town.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said the same thing about Atlanta and Dallas. Listen, I think Chicago is an awesome town, and I think you could run any of those towns. But I'm just reminding you, you have said that about more than one metropolitan American city.
I was on fire in Chicago. But I did on the
Look, does it help you though? You also do very well in New York, by the way. Like let's not kid anyone here. You do very well in New York, but I'm not even the most proud New Yorker around, but it's a little bit true that like wherever you lay in New York, when you get out of New York, you're 10 material. Like it's like most markets. If you're established in the New York market, you go to a smaller, more regional market. Out of the water.
Because you're from New York?
I don't know. I feel like I think just like the competition here is so high that like anywhere it's just not as high anywhere else. The scene isn't as big. It's just not the same scene. It's not the same. The drive isn't there. There's like it doesn't surprise me at all that I remember you came back from Atlanta and you were like, this might be my city. This is which is like valid. And then you go to Chicago, you're like, this might be my city.
Yeah. I had deep dish pizza for the first time.
Oh yeah, for the first time.
Yeah, delicious. It was very good. It's not pizza.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
but it's very special for what it is. And
as a casserole, it's delicious.
It should be a part of everyone's life. But I like that. So it was good. And then the last night we were there, I think I got norovirus, like the stomach flu. Yeah, it was gross. So I didn't go out the last night. The 3 of them went out, and I've been just starting to get over it today. So the last couple of days I've been.
Wait, when'd you get back?
Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
Late Saturday night.
All right.
So Friday night I was in the hotel room feeling.
And you had to fly? You had to fly with a bug?
And I was sitting between 2 old ladies. I wore a mask.
Yeah.
But that's not even how. We don't need to get into specifics. That's not how it spreads. I wore a mask and I kept my jacket on because I was freezing. I had chills the whole time. I was shaking. I was like,
Oh man. Oh, that's rough.
What's that called? Not shaking.
Convulsing? No, seizing? No, I mean, like it is both of those things. But
chills. I don't know. I was like shaking from chills, and it was terrible. And barely got home.
Tremors.
Naquan's been amazing. He's been taking care of me, and I'm starting to feel a little better, so that's good.
Good. I'm glad you're trying to feel better.
How was your New Year's?
This is wonderful. This is wonderfully juxtaposed because I didn't do shit. I did less than shit. I did so little, and it worked out. I loved it. I love New Year's Eve. We've done a few together. They've been really fun. I've gone out big for New Year's Eve before, and I love that. And I love. It can be a real amateur night, but if you find the right spot, the right venue, the right people, like I really love New Year's Eve. But this year, the problem always with New Year's Eve is that it's at the end of whatever gauntlet I've had to go through for the holidays, and so it's like it can be a real struggle, and like often I just like sack up to do one more ride, you know. And now that there's 2 kids and there's more travel, it's like it gets harder and harder. And so this year for Christmas, we had a great Christmas. It was great at my in-laws. We flew south to my family, had a great time there. And because it's like everyone comes for like as many days as possible, but it's like we're all there for like 3 days at the same time. This is why I wanted to say this. Like, this is why there's not a set like Christmas meal, because we just like get there when we get there, and then we just like do it for 3 days. So it's like all the food's delicious, but it's like whatever. There's like always food available, and it's like whatever it is you're just eating. It's almost like every moment is kind of like the Home Alone house before they leave, the first night, like turned down a little bit. Not everyone's an asshole, and it's not quite that frenetic, but it's like just moving and eating and moving and eating and talking.
Cooking the whole time?
Yeah, she does basically all the cooking. I mean, everyone jumps in, especially now with kids. Like, she does a great job. She's a real like Pied Piper with the kids as far as like she plans games, and they like we did an Elf night where they watched Elf, and she did fucking let my kids eat spaghetti with maple syrup. My son chugged a little shooter of maple syrup. Do you know Elf, the movie?
No.
Oh, you should be.
It's an Elf. Okay.
Yeah, so he is learning about food and culture that's not the North Pole, and just like it's just junk all over his spaghetti. And so she did that kind of like we had regular spaghetti, but then had these other things available, and my kids just like took little bottles of maple syrup to the head. So but it was fun. It was like a fun. Yeah, that was like that's how it goes. It's a real it's a kid bender. They fucking get after it, and it's a really fun, like there is usually like a hangover period when we get home where we have to be like, no, we can't have candy for every meal, and no, we're not going to have the TV on all the time. That's just not how real life works. That was vacation. But this year, a similar bug, but like a 24-hour bug came through my parents' house and just like ripped all through us one at a time. It was like a horror film, like one by one, we're just like dropping. But it was just like 24 hours at a time. My family got hit the very last day. So my son, my 6.5-year-old son, Caleb, was like such a champ because he threw up overnight before we left the next day. And he like just kept a bag with him the whole time. He was not feeling well. He was sleeping a lot, but like kept a bag right with him the whole time just in case. Never threw up again, but was like not doing great. But 24 hours later, by the time we got home, he was good to go. But because everyone had a little bugginess, the friends we were supposed to go see for New Year's Eve didn't feel comfortable at that. They've got a bunch of kids, and they had in-laws in town. There were older people in the house, and they just were like, we don't want to risk it, and so understood. But because of that, then we had a freed up New Year's the whole week freed up, and Jen wanted to take the kids and do something, and so she took the kids to Albany to see her friend up there and hang out. They got kids, whatever, and have a party. And I just like did not want to do that. I was like, I had enough energy to get through like a night in Long Island, and then I was coming home, and another like 4-day trip to upstate, I couldn't do. Yeah. So I stayed, and I had some like stuff around the house that I could do, some manly chores and stuff. Woof. But really, I did. I mean, talk about Coachella. I was by myself and did nothing. So it was like, I'm not even sure alone? Well, I went out for a little bit because I was alone, and I went to a cute little bar, Mosaic. Shout out Mosaic in Astoria, Queens, and kind of in an area where I used to live. And it's a cute little cocktail bar. And so I went by myself, and I put on some decent clothes and went out. They were having like a New Year's Eve party kind of thing started with tickets or reservations later. And I didn't want that, but I went for a couple of hours before that. And I sat around, made some friends, just talked to strangers and like met people and was by myself and had a really good time.
Wow.
It was really fun.
Came to Chunk.
I could have came to Chunk. That would be kind of the exact opposite of the chill few days I was looking for, but you're right, I could have. I had some I love those kind of like one-off, like really random conversations on a night like that. Everyone's out having a good time, and it can be like the city can get sloppy. There's, obviously it can get real amateur hour-ish, but this was like, it's a cocktail bar. You kind of got to work to get to it. So like the people who wanted to be there. It was like a nice vibe, and they were all like middle-aged, maybe a little younger, but this matters zero amount, but someone kept talking about Nick Lachey and wanted to play his song, What's Left of Me. I don't know if you remember that song. Mm-mm. Because why would you? But we got to talking about it, and this is like the trivia that I took away from New Year's Eve. Nick Lachey has a song called What's Left of Me, which is basically about like his jump off after he leaves his wife, or after I don't even know what happened with them, but whatever. When they broke up, it's about like, you're the next one and I'm a broken man, but I want you here to Trying to Fix Me. The actress in that was Vanessa Manillo, who becomes Vanessa Lachey. His wife is the actress in the video about being his jump off after his wife and he break up.
I never knew that.
Yeah, me either. So I learned something this New Year's Eve. It was like an educational New Year's Eve for me. And then I didn't stay out long. I had a couple hours, and I did walk past a couple making out hot and heavy in their car. So that was cool. I felt good for them. Like just on the street in Astoria. So, basically the same as yours. We really just had like very similar. Sounds
very similar. Man, I'm sorry that I couldn't spend New Year's Eve with you. Although I don't know if you would have been on board with everything we did.
Yeah, I feel like the times that we've done it together, like we find you're always gracious enough to find at least like a straight welcoming party, like at least like a mixed crowd party. I don't know that Chunk is like. I mean, shout out Chunk, great. I mean, have a party hard. I'm not sure that it's where I need to be, but party hard.
Amazing.
And I get to live vicariously through you. And I slept so much. I'm
jealous. That sounds
got my
nice.
house stuff done, but yeah, it was. I mean, I would wake up when I woke up. I was like,
wow.
There was like some work I had to get done on Friday that I kind of forgot about. And like midday Friday, I was like, all right, I'm supposed to be I am in fact working today. But
you didn't have off?
I mean, I didn't like have to sit down and do stuff, it's kind of like I just had to get some stuff done. Yeah. Our Friday was, because New Year's Day was Thursday, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I technically had to do some stuff on Friday, but it was like, oh, right, I have to open the computer for a minute. Let me not forget to do that. Totally. It was a black hole of time.
Crazy.
Which was wonderful, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you about all the culture that I.
Please do. It's like staring me down. It's a long list. I'm intimidated by it.
I'm going to try to not take too long, but I need to talk about all these things.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We finished the Taylor Swift documentary. Have you not watched it yet?
I have not watched it yet.
She's amazing. It's so good. The documentary itself is so good. She's amazing.
All right.
She something she does that's so cool in it is she spotlights different people that were involved with the tour for entire episodes. And so it's not just about her. It's about many of the dancers, the singers, the choreographer. It's pretty incredible. It's a pretty, it makes you look at the tour in a whole new way about just how amazing it is, what they did with that.
Nice. Hell yeah. I love it, man. People really want to try to put her in the crosshairs, and they really want to try to find something. And like, it's just fucking not there. Like, she's a good person. Like
it's just people. I never understand. A quality I hate in people, like really despise in people, is when someone hates something or poo-poos something because a lot of people like it, just out of hand, and won't even. I have tons of friends that rag on me about listening to Taylor Swift, and if any of you are listening to this, if you are a friend that rags on me about listening to Taylor Swift and you've never listened to Taylor Swift, I am judging you so hard every time you do.
You're a basic bitch if you just do it because
it's so pathetic and embarrassing to be a human like that. By all means, have opinions about music, but listen to the stuff first and then make your opinion and come to me with something substantial to say. So that's my feeling about the Taylor Swift documentary. She's an amazing human being. Rachel Maddow has a new podcast out, the Burn Order podcast.
Okay.
And it's the story of when we listened to it going up and coming back from Christmas. So it basically took us one trip to Connecticut and back.
Okay.
And it's the story of when the United States put Japanese citizens in camps.
Okay.
Japanese actual citizens in the United States, people that had been born here, rounded them up and put them in camps, and how it got to that point and why we did it and who was in charge and what were the decisions that made and why did people let it happen. And I always knew it was a part of our history and a shameful part of our history, but I never knew the details. It's fucking eye-opening, highly recommended, because we're going down a lot of those paths right now. So she's an amazing American as well, Rachel Maddow, and just like, we're just so lucky to be living at the same time as some of these women, to be honest. Rachel Maddow, Taylor Swift, Marty Supreme.
Yeah, tell me. I want it to be so good. I need it to be good. I haven't.
So fucking good. The new Josh Chapter
yes.
movie. Yes. It's the same energy as Uncut Gems. It's the same roller coaster.
Yes.
but it's got an emotional payoff, I think, at the end of it that Uncut Gems did not.
Okay.
Like in the last 10 seconds of the movie, bawled my eyes out.
Really?
Out of nowhere.
Wow.
I didn't know it was going to do that to me, and I knew we were getting to the end. He's incredible in it. He's incredible in anything, but he should win the Oscar for this. I don't want to spoil too much. Gwyneth Paltrow's incredible. The other supporting actress, I think her name is Odessa something. I don't know her last name, but she's in this new TV show, I Love LA. Which is also on the list of things I'm about to talk about. Created by actress and writer Rachel Sennett, I think is how you say her last name.
Okay.
It's on HBO Max, and it is the funniest new show I've seen in years.
Really? Okay.
Fuck the studio. Fuck. What's the one in the college that I told you guys to watch? Overcompensating.
Oh yeah.
Fuck English teacher. I didn't really like any of those, and I appreciated them, but I didn't really love them. This show had me guffawing every episode.
Wow.
I actually cannot wait to go back and watch it.
Okay.
So I love that show.
Okay.
We finished Stranger Things yesterday. Final episode. We plowed through. They released the last season basically on Christmas Day, except for the finale, the last part of the last season on Christmas Day. And then the finale episode was released in theaters on New Year's Day and then shortly after on Netflix. So we were all caught up except for the last episode. And it was, I would say they landed the plane.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck it up. There's a lot of weird unanswered questions that fans are going crazy with online.
Yeah.
Lots of weird stuff. There's a shot of a graduation at the end, and everybody in the audience is sitting with their hands crossed in their lap, which is the way the bad guy in the show always stands. And so people are going nuts. There's someone at the graduation holding up a poster board, a huge yellow poster board with no words on it. There's weird, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's like a lot of weird things. So there's this whole conspiracy that maybe there's another final episode that's going to be dropped at the end of this week. Oof. Or I don't know. But it's still a satisfying finale. Loved it. Kind of glad that one's over though, because those kids are growing so old, and it's time for that one to be over. And then Heated Rivalry we finished.
Yeah.
Which I think I've already talked about on here.
Yeah, you have talked about it.
6-part gay series. Canadian produced in Canada. Hockey players that start fucking secretly, and this show, I didn't really like the first episode, to be honest. I thought it was kind of like trashy nonsense, but fun to watch because there was a lot of fucking and hot guys. It gets better and better. And the last episode is chef's kiss. It like sort of has no right to be as well written and as well acted as it is.
Okay.
The last episode is essentially a four-hander, and it's a stunning piece of television.
Wow.
Like, really, really good. So
that's a real tune change from where you started. I mean, you liked it from jump, but you liked it because it was gay sex. You were like, this is a little trashy. Like,
whereas Boots, remember Boots? Yeah. I loved the first episode, and then I went way downhill on that one.
That one's a little tricky. Like Netflix didn't renew it for a second season, and everyone's like, they're bowing to the, and like, no. I mean, I don't want to as an ally, all for it, make the content, but
Boots, I just think wasn't that good.
Listen, Heated Rivalry, people have reached out to me saying that for the sake of the podcast, I should watch it. And so,
really?
And in fact, some Canadian women have reached out and been like, we love it. We think you should watch it.
All right. I think we should. So I'll do a rewatch. You'll do a watch.
Okay.
One episode a week.
One episode, if that were, it's 6 weeks. I thought we could make that out. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit anxious because I just I don't need to watch softcore gay porn just to watch softcore gay porn. You but.
I think you do, actually. It's exactly what you need.
All right, fair. But I had, I got some outside perspective also on feedback that said that I need to watch it. So, between Guru Tom and now the zeitgeist even telling me directly I should watch it. So let's do it. Heated Rivalry will be our next watch.
There's a trend online right now of girls or gays videotaping their straight buddies watching key
Oh, really?
moments. I almost feel like we should watch it together so I can videotape you.
Okay.
watching the key moments.
We should, we should figure that out. Let's try to figure that out. I like that.
Amazing.
All right.
So if you haven't watched Heated Rivalry and you'd like to join us in this rewatch,
yeah,
next week will be the first episode and we'll be discussing.
I am so glad. This is one of the things I thought at the end of 25, and like kicking off culture like this is making me even more so feel this way. I feel glad about it. Like I'm so glad that you're so tapped in because I am not getting any I'm still watching Pluribus and I like it, but I'm also slow on that. So like I know, but you're in the minority on that one. People love it. So like that. But I get it. You don't have to like it. You came in strong with a couple of women up top. Like there's no room for problems with women here. I know it's not that at all. I know you just don't like Pluribus. I'm not going to give you any shade for it. Strong with Tay, strong with Rachel. You just don't like it. That's okay.
No.
The thing is, like, I don't love the character, but I'm okay with that. Like, she is a blowhard kind of like she kind of like is a curmudgeon in a way that tries hard, and but I think that the actress is doing a good job. Whatever her name is, which I'm so bad at this. Like
feelings the show gives you that make you want more of it.
Intrigue. I really like what's going on. That's part of it. Part of it is the world is trying to figure out, like, not even trying to figure out, just waiting to see what's going on. Yeah, I like the puzzle. And she. The character gets on my nerves a little bit sometimes, but she gets a lot of alone time, and sometimes they've set some real moments where she's done some really good work. She's done some really cool stuff, and I know that I like masturbated on here for minutes one time about a drug scene, but that was a really good scene. They did. This was like I thought it was a beautiful moment for like the nowness of TV, like full physical comedy bits with drones. Like they've done some very funny. And like they're using drones in a lot of different ways for the sake of the story, and they are like they've made them its own character, which has been really fun. I just think Vince Gilligan does some really cool stuff. I think he finds cool ways to tell stories. I understand like not being into it. Like part of it, Jen and I have an argument about the root of the series. Like what is the thesis of what's happening? We disagree because you watched the first one, right? Like just like I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing that's happening. I don't. Jen is straight up like where this woman is, which is like what's happened is bad. It's bad. Everyone has lost agency. No one is themselves. And I'm kind of more of the opinion of like sure, but also it's the possibility of like a stage of evolution that if you were to get to be like we don't have to fight. We don't have to like see things this way. Like I don't know. There's some. I think there's room for either way there. And, I'll finish it and we'll find out I don't know how many answers we get or not. So it's not that we've talked about it. I have PTSD from Lost. I don't go into anything expecting to get answers by the end, but if it's a cool puzzle and it's a cool, then I like it for that. But that's also like the only thing that part of it is because that's all that I'm watching because I haven't done anything else. So now I have some softcore gay porn. It is softcore, right? It's like it's on TV, right? Okay. All right. The only other culture thing that I have is now we have a new mayor, and he is like, if you did not like his social media before, you're in trouble. If you liked his social media before, it's only getting better now. I love it. His like the bus bench where he's like talking about all those new bus benches that are going out with Kendrick's sit out and just shots of Eric Adams sitting on bus benches. It's like he's just like still clowning on Adams, which I love. I just think he's doing a great job. Yeah. And I don't know. People have their things, but we're not doing politics this episode. It's
we're not.
Good vibes only. And I'm
very excited about him.
Glad he's there. Yeah. He's always got a big smile. He's working hard. He's out there doing stuff. He's not fucking Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo. So win. Yep.
Agreed. All right, we're gonna have a little New Year's Eve discussion today in honors of all New Year's Eves past. We have some questions that we've prepared. First of all, do you like New Year's Eve?
I do.
As a holiday, do you look forward to it? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, again, like I have. It's one of the good one of the good party holidays for me. I feel like if you find the right thing, you can really get after it. And like it can be a really fun night. And there's like I'm a night owl. There's a reason to stay up late, for Halloween. For New Year's, like it can be a really fun party. I've also had some where like you end up too much in public and it's too amateur-y and it's too gross and like, I've worked a few, which sucks. Like bartending on New Year's Eve is like one of the worst experiences I've ever had bartending like at a sports bar in Queens. So it's not like a cool joint. It's like kind of garbage. So there can be that, but Jen and I, and sometimes with you, but we have often been really intentional about our New Year's Eve plans. my family, my parents retired to the Gulf, and so they're a short drive to New Orleans. So we did a bunch of New Year's Eves in New Orleans. We went to Orlando for one from there.
You
we've
had a New Year's with James and Matt without me.
Yeah. I ran into him and we knew they were there, but we just found them at a party in New Orleans. It was so much fun. That was a really fun New Year's. And New Orleans is one of those cities. I love the city so much, and it's hopping on New Year's, but it's not like it's like Mardi Gras or a time when you think about going there.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy. It's vibing. It's busy, but it's not fucking packed.
I've heard that,
And I don't like Bourbon. I go to Frenchman or somewhere else off the beaten path. And Frenchman's not off the beaten path, but it's cooler, and you have to like music more than drinking. It's not this. It's not Bourbon Street. So I've definitely had some fun New Year's in New Orleans. Couple fun ones in the city. Couple fun ones in Atlanta. When I have the chance to be intentional about it and plan and find a good party or find a good situation, I really enjoy it. But sometimes if you don't, I found that if I don't do that work, that pre-work, it can suck. It can end up being kind of shitty. I don't know. What about you?
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I hate it. Boo, 2 thumbs down. Yeah, I don't like it. It's right up there with Valentine's in terms of pressure. You feel like you should be doing something. Never lives up to the hype. Expensive. The things that are available to do are extra costly. And I feel like I've had more shitty New Year's than I've had good ones.
Really?
Just way more overall in the course of my life. So I just don't love it. I've had some good ones. I've had some good ones with you, but this year was pretty good, actually. It's pretty great, except for getting sick a couple days later. But the whole trip to Chicago was so fun to be with Matt and James. And
what's one of your best? Let's go with the best, not the worst. What's the best?
My best ever was 2020 into 2021. We were in the middle of the pandemic, so hadn't been to parties. There was no social functioning happening. And Matt and James, this was before I was with Naquan. Well, we were with each other, but he wasn't trying to do all that, so we weren't social yet. But we were seeing each other, so he wasn't invited. But Matt and James and I made a plan to meet up in Hollywood, Florida, which is just north, I think, of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. And we got an Airbnb in this big high rise on the beach. And Matt and James's friends from Atlanta, Matt and Drew, planned to meet us. So I was going to meet them for the first time. They were going to meet me. So it was just the 5 of us. We got a cute little Airbnb. The flights were super cheap because no one was flying. The Airbnb was super cheap. And we figured, COVID wise, we all tested before we came, and no one was going out or doing anything. So we all tested before we got on the plane. And then we just had a bubble at our little Airbnb.
Nice.
And partied our faces off, for the whole weekend. And it was so fun. I remember New Year's Eve itself, Matt and James were not getting in till 12:30, which is a terrible time to land on New Year's Eve. So I was landing at the airport at the same time as Matt and Drew, and I hadn't met them before, but we met at the airport, and then we ended up going to dinner together and ringing in the new year together. And so I was getting to know these 2 strangers, and by the end of the weekend had gotten invited to their wedding, which was happening later that year. So it just sticks in my heart as a great New Year's because I made 2 really great new friends.
It's so funny. Expecting. If you had asked, I would have said you knew them years before 2021. I did not realize that. I would have forgotten. I absolutely forgot that's when
it doesn't seem like it's that long. Yeah. It was just, and we had so much fun, so many good memories from that New Year's. We there was a stadium. Uh-huh. We were on the 20th something floor, and there was a stadium in Fort Lauderdale, maybe, and there was some sort of game happening one of the nights, and fireworks going off, and we were on the roof. And it looked like a birthday cake. This story is one of those stories that it only works if you were there.
There probably there would have been a college bowl game. Probably there's probably. I think there's. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what's in Fort Lauderdale, but that I'm sure there's something there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a football game that.
So that was a funny memory, and then we took a 2 a.m. walk on the beach, and it was totally deserted. It felt like we were on Mars. So yeah. What about you? What was your best New Year's Eve ever?
One of the best is I'll say. I'll say Atlanta 2016, and kind of for a lot of the reasons we were just talking about, like it can be expensive, and it can be like hard to find the right thing, and it like is hard to really like nail all of it, and so we. Jan and I had done a couple of years in Atlanta. We had family there. I think both of my sisters were living there at the time, and we had gone partied. I like Atlanta. I think Atlanta's a really fun city. And we found this party. It was Yacht Rock is like a band. I mean, it's a style of music, but like also like the Yacht Rock Review, whatever they're called. The band themselves were playing this show at Piedmont Park. I don't know, like there's the ballroom, the Piedmont ballroom or whatever. And tickets were like hella cheap. I don't remember what they were, but they were cheap. And it was like open bar, 9 to 3 or something. And food will be served and whatever. Like it seemed like, I mean, basically we were like, there's no way this is as good as it sounds, but we're going to do it because it's cheap and we can be there. That's easy. Yeah. If it sucks, we'll bounce. Like, well, let's just go and see what this is. And it was everything that it said it was. It was like, there was the first floor was like a big ballroom, and it had just like food everywhere. And a couple of bars, they're kind of like hard to get to. So we're like, we're not hungry, let's go downstairs. Walk downstairs, multiple bars, giant stage with the band's playing. And you know how we like to get to things early. Like I'm trying to get that early bird ticket anytime. So it's like, and once we found downstairs, the bars were all available. It was not crowded, and it was legit open bar. And we like, it's an open bar, but I have a really bad habit of at any open bar, I like to tip big up front because I after being in service for years. I want to tip on open bars because people like think you don't have to do that and they, whatever. But so I'll tip big right away. Also, little tip, it's a good way to get a bartender to like remember you for the rest of the night, Yeah. But then what'll happen is I'll do that, and then after a few drinks, I'll feel bad like I was just using it as the way to get them to notice me, and so then I'll start tipping again, and I'll end up doing like multiple big tips throughout the night, so that I spend just as much as I would have spent, which is like whatever. It happens sometimes. But this is one of those nights where like. And I kind of had that perfect spot, and it's a little bit like, not the same thing, but it's a little bit like having a New York mentality in Atlanta. There were some ways that I like really got, like I was in a good spot. Not in like, it wasn't like the chunk dudes were like knocking down my door or anything, but I got the bartender, I made friends with the bartender early enough on so that when it got close to midnight, I literally was like way back in line and kind of went to the side and kind of waved. And she just handed me 2 bottles of champagne, like over the side of the bar to take back to our group. And like, wow. It was amazing. Drunk, very drunk, but like in a very fun way. And then like, literally we're like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Like, let's go see if there's still any of that food upstairs. Walk back upstairs just in time for like Krispy Kreme donuts, hot, fresh now Krispy Kreme donuts to be just delivered and like fucking droves. Wow. And we're like, well, we're just going to take these. And like, it worked out really well. It was really, really fun. And it was like all those things. The music was great. The drinks were great. It stayed cheap, except for all the tipping that I did, but it stayed cheap. And we got to eat. It was never so crowded that it was a problem. It was ideal, and it was like that kind of situation where there was just like going into it, we're like, there's no way this is going to be as good as it seems, but we're going to give it a shot. And then it was as good as it seemed. I loved that night.
Love it.
The only problem with that, to jump to the next part, is one of the worst, because there have been a few bad ones. One of the worst was the next year we thought, let's do it again. And like the truth is there's no way that they can do it or we can do it 2 years in a row, right? Like we're not gonna nail that. So we go back the next year. It is all still the same things, but it's much more crowded. People kind of got onto it. They were hip to it. So what that ended up meaning is all of us, but really me, got way drunker way sooner. And it was like a kind of just a blackout night for me. And I've lived a lot of life, and I've done some asshole moves, but like this was one, like I just was blackout drunk, and I walked out when it was time for us to go. I stole a bottle of champagne in my jacket, and then we got to the car, and if you had asked me today, I would have said my sister did that, and she was like, I was like, Hannah, why did you steal it? She was like, I did not steal it. You stole it. Wow. And we got back to my cousin's house, and like. My brain just broke. I think I had been like so intent on repeating having a great night that like I drank too much, I partied too hard. It was one of those nights where I say that like it's happened. This is the only time it's ever happened to me, but it happened in such a real way that it's like made me a little bit uncomfortable ever since then. Like, we had just recently, before that, watched Mr. Robot, the TV show, and I was so, like, drunk and in such a weird blackout state. For a little bit, I was in, like, a blackout state that when I came back to, I was like, something has gone very wrong. I did something, like, I think Jen was just annoyed with me that I was, like, that drunk, and all I knew was that, like, she was mad at me, and I could not remember why.
Yeah.
And I convinced myself that I was in a made-up reality, that when I woke up, I was going to wake up in prison. Yeah. And I was like,
I just had this. I just woke up like a week ago before we got to Chicago. I woke up very unsettled one morning, like, and racking my brain because I was feeling so guilty about some terrible, terrible thing I had done. And I had this feeling like I had been suppressing it for years, and I had just dreamt about it. And have you ever had a feeling, like, dreamt that you committed murder and woke up the next day and you were like, I committed murder, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about like, well, I mean, certainly like there, maybe not like specific murder, but sometimes, like, I'm not fully convinced at any given point. If I wake up and I'm in like right now, if this moment stops and I wake up and I'm in 4th grade and I just fell asleep in class, like, I kind of expect it to happen like, I live with that expectation a little bit. It's always there a little bit. So then another version of that is like, oh, I have done something so bad that I have created my own false reality right now to live in. And at some point I'm going to blink or wake up and I'm going to be in prison, or I'm going to be in a psych ward, or I'm going to be, something.
Yeah, I have a strange murder thing. It's very unsettling. I don't really think I've committed murder, but I sometimes wonder.
I mean, if it's in
maybe
this
in
world,
a past life, and it's just psychically like on me, but
or you just really want to.
No. I mean, I don't. I don't want to commit murder. I hate killing things. I remember when I was a little kid, like grade school, 5, 6, sitting on front steps with my older cousin, and she showed me one of those bugs that when you touch it, it curls up in a ball.
Mm-hmm. What do you call that?
I forget.
Okay.
I know there's people call it different things.
Yeah. We call it a roly-poly.
Yeah, I forget what we call it, but okay. I destroyed it. Mm-hmm. I killed it. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, you just killed it. Why'd you do that? And I think it was the first time I understood what death was. Mm-hmm. And so that stayed with me. What am I talking about?
How old were you?
Little. 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
My worst New Year's Eve ever, to get back on track.
No, let's talk about you killing things.
No, I'm a murderer, secret murderer. Bro, last year was my worst New Year's Eve.
All right, talk about it. I'm gonna let you lead.
I want to say with a caveat, it maybe wasn't the worst ever, but it's the one that comes to mind because it's so fresh.
Yeah.
I think there was one a couple years ago that I spent alone, and so that was probably the worst ever. And so maybe I just don't want to talk about that one. But that was like 10, 12 years ago, and I don't want to talk about that one, but I was just alone and sad. But last year we had a house party, so I was not alone, a house full of people, and I regretted it the second it started. It was the weirdest mismatch of people, and we had made the mistake, I had made the mistake of telling people they could bring +1s as people asked, and I was like, the more the merrier, and so it ended up there were some real wild cards, like with a capital W and a capital C, and they made the party so fucking weird. And then I like have a host. I think I'm a good host. I like hosting, but I went into host overdrive trying to make sure the weirdos were having a good time. And like,
you are a very good host, but you get anxious about it because you want to be a good host. And that, I mean, it was like it had all the parts of a good party, but and we were a part of that. Like, we kind of encouraged that because we wanted to hang out with you guys. Yeah. But we weren't sure what party we would agree on, like, going out. It was going to be expensive. Like, let's just fucking do it at the house. Like, it's a great apartment. You've got it, it's like in a good spot for this. And you guys are good hosts. It was like you had all the parts of a good party, but there were some, like, key things that you kind of realize, like, oh, when you start, like, analyzing a party, it's like, it was like a real hodgepodge, which is cool. You feel like bring everyone together. These people, these are all people that I've seen out at parties with you, which is like cool. But then when there's actually nowhere else to go, and you end up being like, oh, like
it's weird. The hodgepodge has to be vetted, and we haven't vetted everybody, and so then it was just like, what is happening right now?
But it was still a fun party. But I get that. That it was like, and I think it like went. Everyone wanted it to go late. I was excited for it to go late, but then it kind of kept going, and it was like then
it was like there were people that were designated sleeping over to begin with.
Yeah.
And the people who were not sleeping over, it was like way time for them to go.
Yeah.
And these were people that were going to another event.
Yeah.
And so it was just like,
so it felt like
the other event.
Yeah, it felt like we were safe. It felt like it was going to be safe. Like, yeah,
people have pillows and pajamas on. Pick up the fucking cues.
Yeah, it really. I think that it was a weird hodgepodge. It had some weirdness, but I think it would have been fine. It would have been, but yeah, it was hard to. Some people had a hard time picking up on the cues.
I think it was
to
a
get
good
to that
sign
next
that
party.
people were having a fun time. Ironically,
yeah.
So, I'll never do that again. I don't even know if we're going to host a party again. We both need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's fair. What, host a party again? Ever, you mean?
A big one like that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But you guys are good at it. So if it's like I feel like if you find the right thing.
Yeah, sure.
You're good at it. You're good hosts.
All right, New Year's resolutions. Let's bang them out.
Yeah.
Did you make some for next year?
A little bit. Yeah. Although I will, and this is not a pass on it. Because sometimes I definitely like lean into passing on it too often, and I pull some bullshit about like, you know what, I'm gonna love who I am this year, and I'm gonna not push myself to be different than who I am, or some bullshit about like, but really it's just like I'm not setting goals. But I do, shout out to the Calm app and Tamara Levitt. She makes a point to call it like intentions and not resolutions. And so I'm thinking about it that way, because if you don't make it to an intention, that's okay. You're trying to do a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about it as intentions, but I have some intentions about pretty general, but like spending more time with people in real life, in person. And I kind of want to, with that, like maybe even like create some new groups, like try to find some like intentional groups, if it's like a monthly meeting or like I don't know exactly what it means, but like something where it's like, A, I want to see you more in person. B, like other people too. Like I want to see more people in person. 26 is going to be a year for people, and I want to do more parts of my life with the kids. Like I want to exercise more with the kids around. I want to be out in the world more with the kids around, because like I want to make sure that they see me as a whole person, and that they experience new things, and other even the little parts of life. See that happening.
Love it.
So that's kind of my intentions. What about you?
Love it. I want to read more for fun. I spent an entire year last year. I barely read anything for fun. Yeah. As you know, I lost my job in March. And so I was spending a lot of time reading books about job hunting and getting my resume better and all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of like prioritized that for so long. And I just completely got out of. I got behind on magazines, so I just want to commit more to reading and less looking at my phone. So along with that, I don't know who I'm stealing this from. It's somewhere I saw on Instagram, but I want to on Mondays. I'm going to. I have, because it's Monday, turn the color off on my phone, so my phone is black and white. Until Friday. And Friday, I'll put it back in color for the weekend. And there's all these studies that you look at your phone less when it's black and white, because you take less joy out of it. Scrolling through Instagram is like literally not as fun. Okay. So I'm going to try that. It's an intention. Okay. We'll see how it goes. You can hold my feet to the fire. Less sugar. Sugar is terrible. So less sugar. And there's always like a health one and exercise one, but I heard someone say this too. I wish I remembered so I could credit properly, but I want to make the intention that I want to move more this year than I did last year. Yeah. So it's not even being crazy over the top of like some crazy workout schedule. I just want to move more than I did in 2025. So
I love that. And part of that, like I've been doing, not regularly, but like a lot of the fascia warm up that you had. I've been watching that guy a lot more.
Love that one.
That guy. He's got a bunch of good stuff. It's wacky stuff sometimes, but like it's just moving your body more. Like,
dude, I've been so bad since like Thanksgiving with working out. So it's been like almost 8 weeks. Yeah. And that 15-minute warm up that I do every morning, that fascia warm up, like I still feel confident. I still felt confident in Chicago taking my shirt off. Nice. I still had people in Chicago calling me muscle daddy, which like I am not a muscle daddy, but I love that people think that. And I'm like, I'm doing this 15-minute throwing my arms around thing every morning. That's all I'm doing, but it's nice, it's man. Maintaining at least. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. You know what it's time for?
I do.
Who would you fight? Who would you fight? Pow, pow.
Nice.
Got some snaps in there.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
All right.
I want to fight Dana White, the head of the UFC. Who it's not all his fault, but it's enough his fault. I want to fight him. I want to fight him at the fucking White House on July 4th or whatever it is. They just like scheduled UFC fights on the fucking lawn of the White House. It's so gross. It's so fucking gross. It's like so predictably American in the most insulting way. Yeah. I hate it so much. It's so fucking gross.
Vomitous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so angry about that when that happens. It's the 250th anniversary of our country, and it's gonna be really hard to celebrate with any sort of pride.
Oh, it's so gross, so embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know why this like got in my craw recently.
Yeah.
I want to fight specifically grown adult men who get butthurt about Greta Thunberg.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like, especially if you're a grown adult man who is raising daughters and Greta Thunberg makes you angry, you have a serious problem and you probably should not be allowed to raise your daughters. They should be taken from you.
I don't even think that it's that active. I mean, yes, all of that is true, but I think very few of men like that are having active thoughts. They're just followers of fucking Andrew Tate or whatever toxic bullshit they've gotten stuck in. Like they don't even have their own agency to make such shitty decisions. They're just following some nonsense that some. Yeah.
She's a miracle of a human being. She has so much courage. She uses her voice in a way that the rest of us only wish we could once in our lives.
Yeah.
And she's going to be someone that they talk about 100 years from now, and none of you men who get butthurt about her are going to be on that list of people that get talked about 100 years
Speaking
from
of,
now.
So one of my favorite things ever was Andrew Tate. He's just a toxic bullshit. He's like a mildly successful kickboxer and apparently a wildly successful human trafficker. But he is like one of these alpha dudes who's made a lot of money with his cars and his cigars and his bullshit and his pro rape culture or whatever. But he's the one who like tweeted at her some bullshit about the car, and like he went off the handle, so he lost his mind with her retweet that he ended up in a fucking Romanian jail, right?
Yeah.
Well, he just got his ass kicked. You saw that, right? Like we're very late to the take here, but this feels perfect right now because he got his ass kicked, which was really fun.
Yeah. Wait, Andrew Tate, he got his ass kicked by who?
Well, some guy who was apparently like the boxing world is like, I don't know his name. I didn't know him, but they're like, this guy's a garbage boxer. He's actually a very bad boxer, but he just beat the shit out of Andrew Tate, so we love it. We're happy for this. Like Andrew Tate and Jake Paul both just got their asses kicked.
Jake Paul. Okay, I was confusing him with Jake Paul. Okay,
They both, to some degree, they're both shitty, toxic dudes. Andrew Tate is a deeply bad person. Jake Paul, I think, is more of like to me, he's like kind of like UFC on the White House lawn. Like he's pretty like an American. Like he is of a brand. He is the prototype of a brand of American. Yeah. And he got his jaw broken. Because it was like the first time.
Burning Man, we were at the same party.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
nice.
Little dance floor the size of my bedroom. Yeah.
How was that?
It was like, what are you doing here? But yeah, I agree with you. They're Men suck. Men are rats. Men are fleas on rats. Men are amoebas on fleas on rats. Do you know what that is?
No, what is that?
That's Grease.
Oh,
Frenchie says to Sandy,
"That's not the
rats."
That's not the play. That's not the play. That's the movie.
I don't know if it's in the play, but it's in the movie.
I don't think it's in the play because you know I was Danny Zuko in the play, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. All right. It's time to go. On that note, I'll read this out.
Go for it.
All right. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe to Bro Homo with Jonathan and Tom on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Graphics and music by Matt Ladner, and a resolute thanks to Jen Dorenbosch and Naquan Williams. The opinions expressed on this podcast are solely those of the hosts and are intended for entertainment purposes only.
Nice. Was that hosts? Yeah. Posts? You got it? All right.
Posts? I don't know. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year. I miss you. I love you. I'll see you soon.
Bro Homo.